Friends, the bunker rat has delighted us again. She went to some studios, apparently Soyuz Film, and recorded a bunch of comments there. The Tsar and the military, that Tsar answers questions, that Tsar explains what's going on. From the brilliant things that all the channels have picked up, he declares that at the current pace of the Russian army's advance, they no longer need concessions from Ukraine, for Ukraine to give something up. Their desire to get concessions from us is approaching zero. They'll just capture everything anyway. Well, regarding the speed of their advance, we've already written that a snail that crawled out of Donetsk in February 2022 and headed west would have reached Vienna by now. The Russian army has crawled from Donetsk to Pokrovsk in the Donetsk region, so a bit slower overall. As for the plans, well, excuse me, but it's both brilliant and ridiculous. I can just picture it. January 2022, a month before the full-scale invasion, Putin is at the general staff reading the plan saying, "All right, excellent, so we're attacking. We move up to Kiev, take a hit there, and then pull back. Excellent, I like that, that's good. Next, what do we have here? Kharkiv region. We enter Kharkiv Oblast, storm Kharkiv, take a hit, and retreat from Kharkiv region. Sounds about right. Okay, Kherson region, Kherson. We go in, take Kherson. Let me guess what happens next. We take a hit and leave. And after 4 years of war, we storm Donbass. Well, great plan. I like everything about it. 4 years of taking hits all over Ukraine, not capturing a single regional center, capturing one and then losing it, and continuing to fight for Donetsk Oblast, trying to bargain for any concessions, any options, just to get it handed over to us. Great plan, let's sign it. Why the hell are we spouting this nonsense? Well, if we're talking about the pace of the advance, some people might not be watching, some might not be looking at the maps, some might not be interested, some just don't understand where even are Kostiantynivka, Pokrovsk, Dobropilya, Hulyaipo. Well, I don't know how people don't see this. And you can keep spouting some more nonsense, like saying everything is going according to plan after Kyiv in 3 days, after Ukraine in a month, now in the 4th year of the war with no real successes, to say that everything is going according to plan. So this was the plan all along. That's just absurd. It's a joke. This is, excuse me, on the same level as those videos from Kupiansk today recorded by clowns in balaclavas. I've posted and described all of this on my official Sazonov Telegram channel and on Facebook. Kyrylo Sazonov, the links are in the video description. Go ahead, check them out. There's really a rare circus going on there, and maybe we'll start playing along too. But the point isn't whether anyone will believe there was such a 4-year plan. No one will believe it. So why is Putin saying all this? It's actually very simple. Today, the meeting will be at 8 p.m. our time. They moved it earlier, Ukrainian time, between Zelensky and Trump. There, Trump, relying on Putin's words, on the actions of his own fifth column, on the actions of Putin's fifth column, will most likely try to persuade Zelensky to make concessions on territories that Putin cannot capture. And that's why Putin voices all this nonsense as if he's confident that either we'll capture everything anyway, or Ukraine will surrender on its own, or we'll take everything ourselves. That's the kind of simple-minded logic aimed at gullible ears. But we, those ears, have long since... Our ear muscles have weakened, like in older women. The noodles just slide off, they don't stick anymore. And in response to all these proposals, statements, and promises, we can, like Sharik from the famous cartoon, draw our answer on the stove with charcoal. A Native American national dwelling. It's called Nothing for You. Friends, you can find more details on the Sazonov official Telegram channel and on Facebook. Kyrylo Pravdarub. There I analyze both videos and propaganda. And what is really happening? Right now at the front, and Putin's lies from yesterday. This is important. Subscribe, the links are in the video description, and subscribe to this channel. Ukraine will prevail, don't even doubt it. Friends, you'll laugh, but once again, a secret Russian weapon has been used against us. A terrible one, against which, as they think, there is no answer. No, you won't believe it, they've taken Kupiansk again. And there's all the evidence. As proof, they recorded a long video in which various guys in balaclavas, helmets, and spotless uniforms talk about how one of them is holding the line. The Kupiansk dairy and canning plant, apparently someone is holding it with condensed milk maybe, and another unit is holding 1st of May Street, and there they're finishing off the remaining Ukrainians. In short, they're fighting heroically, controlling all of Kupiansk, and almost all of us have been driven out. Like I said, the guys are spotless, in nice uniforms, all in balaclavas. It's not even certain that they're military at all. Maybe it was filmed at the Mosfilm studio, or even Soyuz Mosfilm. Of course, I posted this video myself, on Telegram with comments on the official Sazonov page, and on Facebook under Kyrylo Pravdarub. Check it out, I'll leave the links in the video description. Enjoy it, have a laugh, judge the acting for yourself. Although it's hard to judge the acting just by the voice with eyes like that. Well, the actors know better, I won't play the critic. So what do we have? Pandora's box is open, Kupiansk has been taken, on TV at least, with these kinds of convincing videos. And I think honestly it's not for nothing that I'm saying this. Pandora's box, this is a very scary thing. Because tomorrow they will understand that this can be done not only with Kupiansk, but really what are the problems? The same videos with the same actors, with the same text, can be recorded announcing that you have taken Odessa, Kharkov, Zaporizhzhia, Kherson, Pokrovsk. Yes, anything at all. Kyiv, Lviv, why hold back? You can shoot any kind of videos, no need to spare the actors, especially since they're in balaclavas. You can swap out the balaclavas or the helmets. No need to change the set, there's always just some wall in the background anyway. All in all, it's great, it's amazing. And so basically on TV they can capture all of Ukraine in a month, in 3 days, however they want. They'll talk about victory, and then if someone asks the Tsar in a month why we're not in Kiev, he'll say, we made a gesture of goodwill and left on our own. They're in Buryatia, in Dagestan, in Yakutia, who's there? Whoever wanted to capture Ukraine the most and hated us the most can celebrate for a week. This is actually the recipe for ending their so-called special military operation. I'm giving you the idea. I don't take royalties in rubles. I don't even have a card like that. Spend it on something else, on restoring a church, for example. But the problem is that we Ukrainians are people with a sense of humor, very lively and restless. We can play this game too. And obviously we'll be the slowest to play, specifically us, because until our main directorate of communications of the General Staff approves, coordinates, writes instructions and sends them out. In short, the armed forces of Ukraine will be the slowest of all. But they will. We won't let you down here. And the guys from the GUR, for example, or from the SBU or the National Guard, they're a bit livelier. They make decisions about media stuff more quickly, they work faster. And they can start very quickly, churning out their own videos. Plus, add in just regular civilians who will play these games too, who also have balaclavas and a wall. We can record a ton of videos, like us standing near Moscow or Grozny saying in a basement, house. Now we'll dig out the house along with the sheep, the house is nothing. That'll be the entertainment for the first day. And then we can keep recording videos on their behalf saying, we're near Lviv, Don, or we're near Lyubov, Tsar, we're near Odessa, we're near Rivne. We're holding positions near Zhytomyr and Ivano-Frankivsk. Send us some food and money ASAP. Or the Tsar has abandoned us. And the next day we'll record videos about how the Tsar abandoned us, how we're heroically retreating from Lviv, that we're already in Poland, that we're already operating near Vienna like partisans. Just generating nonsense. We're even sober and we can do it in incredible amounts. Of course, the Russians will go crazy. So they shouldn't have started it first. About Kupin, friends, in more detail. I'm breaking all this down, and the real situation with the negotiations, by the way, is very complicated there. Putin has made loud statements like, we've basically won, they're not interested in peace talks. Why is he doing this and why is he lying? All of this is on the Sazonov official Telegram channel or on Facebook. Kyrylo, by the way, the links are in the description of this video because it's no coincidence they made another cartoon at Soyuz Multfilm. Yesterday, Putin came to the command post and told the military about his successes, about his plans, about what they've captured. The paratroopers have already denied it, and in fact the Marines have denied it too. It's all nonsense. Why are they doing this before negotiations with Zelensky and Trump? It's clear to everyone. If you're interested, read up. Subscribe to this channel. I'd be glad to have you here. Ukraine will prevail.